Hello, seminary teachers. Today we're going to talk about keeping records in WISE2 and how to close a term. One of the key features of WISE is the recording of attendance. In order for us to close a term, we need to make sure that every student is marked every day of the term, regardless if they were present or absent. A check mark will appear next to every day where every student has been marked. Nothing will appear if there is nothing done in that day. If there are some students marked, but others left unmarked, then you will receive a half-filled circle. You'll notice here that no one has been marked except for this young lady down here. In order for us to close the term, every day of every term must have a green check mark. Next, we'll click on the Reading tab. The Reading tab will show you where students are in relation to the reading requirement. If you want to know what the reading requirement is or what they've read, then you can hit the little arrow and you'll see the reading requirements for the term. As you check each one, then the percentage underneath that student's name will change or increase. Students are responsible for marking their own reading in myseminary.churchofjesuschrist.org. However, you can record their reading for them in the Reading tab on WISE2. Finally, we have the Credit tab. The Credit tab is important because it shows where students stand in relation to all of the seminary credit requirements. We will look at two different points here. First, we will click on the attendance column. When we open up the attendance column, you will see that this teacher has marked 64 of the 68 days of seminary. There are 4 days unmarked. This could mean that there are only 4 days left in seminary, or it could also mean that the seminary term is over and the teacher has yet to put those 4 days in. The student has attended 54 of the 64 days, meaning they have been absent 10 times. Because they meet the 75% requirement for attendance, there is no days to make up. If we find a student that has missed a lot of seminary, then you will see that the student has only attended 8 of the 64 marked class sessions. They are absent 56 times, and they have 40 days to make up. Now, how do we record a student's makeup work? We would return to the attendance tab, and there we would go to the day that the student was absent, and then we would click up here in the corner, mark made up absent, and click on that student's day, and they have a made up absent here. It's not mandatory or required, but it is a good practice to make comments on the student's makeup work by hitting the edit button. This will allow you to record the assignments that they did for makeup work so that when the students see their transcript, they will know that they received credit for the assignments that they did. In order to save that comment, I will need to hit the save button here and below. The credit column, when we open it up, shows where these students are in relation to all 3 of the credit requirements: reading, attendance, and assessment. If the student is on track with their attendance, then it will automatically mark them yes. If they're not, it will say no. The reading, again, will be in relation to the Reading tab and where they are in percentage-wise. The assessment is a participation grade. If the students are present during the day of the assessment, then we would mark them as yes. If they are absent, we would mark them no. You'll notice that when they are not meeting one of the requirements, they are in danger of not receiving credit. And when you open the tab, you can see in which of the requirements they are in danger of not completing. If the student comes back to you with a written assessment, then you can mark them with a yes, and they are now on track to receive credit. Always remember to hit save. Keeping records is extremely important. It's one of the primary responsibilities of a seminary teacher. And the more accurate we are in keeping our records, then it will bless the students because they will know where they stand in relation to the credit requirements. Thank you for all the work that you do in addition to teaching, but keeping records, it is extremely important. We are a record-keeping people, and I know that the Lord will continue to bless you in your efforts to do sometimes this tedious work. Reach out if you have any other questions.